Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
So this month we are focusing on how we do all of the other exercises to help us with our STAR. So STAR, not at the top of list of most of us, but it is important for us to, figure out that side body work. So we are going to work through a lot of the exercises throughout the repertoire, the sequence, and work on that side body so that we can get it strong enough to do our STAR at the end. And don't worry, I will not make you do just the original STAR version. I've got some variations for you that might help you, that you might like even more, and it's something that you can throw in there anytime that you need to. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to lay ourselves down, find your footwork settings. So whatever works for you. I like 4 springs for my footwork. Some people like 3, so just find that spot. And we will start with Pilates V. So we're going to do about 10 reps of each position on your footwork. So find that connection to your center, press yourself out, and pull it back in. So really just thinking about how your legs are connected to the torso. Remember that your abdominals help you to control that spring tension in and out, and then your thas gets to turn on as you go here as well. Helps you slow it down as you come into the bumper. And let's do one more here. Bring yourself in, so you're going to keep that belly nice and tight, lift those legs, and bring yourself to bird on a perch or your arches, and press from there. Again, hugging that foot bar with your feet. I've got a nice squeak today on my reformer. It's just talking to me. Bring yourself all the way in. Tighten your belly and lift and come to those heels. So heels in a flexed foot position and in and out from there. Good, and last 2. And then go back down to those toes, so in a parallel foot position. Press yourself out, and we lower and lift here. So remember, we're not just trying to go into the joints as we lower lift. We're really trying to press the heels down and lift the heels up. So a lot of that backside connection here. Good, and then last one. And bring yourself all the way in. All right, so we are going to come up. So we're going to do a little bit of sideline footwork today. So I like to do this on a red and a blue spring. So 2 springs if you have Contrology, red and blue if you have the balanced body. You could also grab a ball if you'd like it for your pillow. I just put my arm through here and rest my head. And then just make sure that you're lined up straight from your shoulders to your hips, because if our hips are back behind us, it changes the direction of the legs and where we're connecting. So we also want to find that little bit of lift into your side. So it doesn't mean you have to have like a bunch of space here on your side. You just have to engage. And then your top foot, which would be on the foot bar, is going to be in parallel. And then check out your knee. So make sure it's in line with your hip. This bottom leg is just going to stay on the carriage. So press yourself out and just find your footing on your foot bar. I like my hand on my hip here because it helps me to figure out if I'm rolling forwards and backwards. It also helps me to keep length in this hip. So we're going to go in and out here, keeping your foot flat on the foot bar. So maybe you don't get yourself all the way in. If you've got some Achilles tightness, that's okay. So just bring yourself in and out here 10 times. Nice and strong. Again, we're working that side body. Good, and then last one. Come in. So now you're going to go into a turnout. So what we don't want is to open the hips in this turnout. We actually want to keep our hips stacked and turn out on your heel and then press from there. So big turnout, lots of hip work here. Belly is tight. Again, that side is turned on. And again, 10 of these. Good, and then last one. Bring it in. Awesome. All right, so you're going to come back to a parallel position. Now you're going to come a little bit closer to the middle of the foot bar here on your toe. Okay, so your toe is kind of in line with your hip. And then this bottom leg is going to reach underneath the foot bar. So we're going to press out and come in. So you're keeping the heel lifted, keeping yourself nice and strong as you go in and out. And we're in a parallel position here with the leg. But heel stays lifted. Good. And again, we're doing 10 of these. And last one. Good. And of course, yes, we have to do the other side. So flip yourself over and find again that positioning straight down the center of your carriage. So you're going to keep that bottom leg on the carriage, take that foot into a parallel position on your foot bar, and then the knee stays in line with the hip, and we press out here 10 times. So again, find that side body is connected, hips are stacked, and one side might feel different than the other. It's just lots of information for us. Good. So again, connecting through that foot, keeping the foot flat so when you come in, don't lift the heel. Last one. Good. Come in and we open. So again, try not to let the hips open to the ceiling. Keep them stacked so your open might be smaller than you think. And then press through that heel. Again, belly is nice and strong here. Side is still lifted. And then come in. Awesome. All right, so you're going to slide your foot back a little bit so you're on the ball of your foot. Reach this bottom leg out so you're in a nice long line here. And we press in and out. So heel is lifted. You're on your toe. Parallel position. This side definitely feels different for me, which is weird because it's my dominant side. And then last two here. Good. All right. Come on up. We're going to change your spring if you'd like. So we're going to go into the 100 overhead coordination and then to our rowing. So I like to do my 100 and overhead on 2 springs. I have shoulder issues, so it usually helps me to kind of get through those things. So whatever spring you'd like, bring yourself down and grab your handles. All right, so make sure I'm not twisted up there. Okay, so we come into our starting position here. So if you like to start with your legs long, just like we do on the mat, you can totally do that. I like to start my legs in tabletop. So here we are. We will press, lift, and reach those arms and really find that lift. Reach the legs wherever you'd like and start to pump. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. And play with your legs as far as where they're at. If you like them up, if you like them lower. And then just continue to deepen that belly connection as you go. Good. I'm going to go back to tabletop for the last 4 rounds. And last one.